It's Dot. What's the deal, man?
Yo, what's going on with you, fam?
Chilling, chilling, man. Actually, there's a lot going on with me right now. Like, I'm saying, I got an uncle in the hospital and shit. But yeah, man, me personally, I'm good, bro.
Oh man, prayers sent to the family, man.
Yeah, what's up with you, though? Hey, you know what I always wanted to tell you, man? I think enough people don't mention it. You know what I'm saying? Nico Media is actually a dope-ass name, you know what I'm saying? Like, Nico Media is like a place, like
Absolutely.
the New Testament Bible days, you know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of motherfuckers don't know that.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. But shit, man, what's going on with you, man? You out here doing these things, man. You got the event popping off in August, man. Was that August 5th? Is that the date for the event?
Yeah. I got an event going on August 5th, and it's cool, man. I got the camera team paid off. You know what I'm saying? I got like a 3-man camera team coming out from Carson. You feel me? So today I just got them paid off. You know what I mean? Well, actually, I got the bread for them today. You know what I mean? So I got to get it to them. But yeah, it's locked in, man. That shit's gonna be dope. That shit's gonna be real dope.
I heard that. So I see you calling it Dino versus everybody, man. Is this gonna be a theme, or are we gonna continue to see these kind of cards with Dino battle rappers versus everybody else, or is this a one-time thing?
Actually, bro, when I came up with this, when I wanted to do this event, I just wanted to do an event for just I wanted to host my own, man. I saw a lot of people doing it, and I know a lot of people who rap or I just know in general, and they not really into the battle rap scene, or maybe they don't know how to get into the battle rap scene and stuff like that. So I just wanted to use my little power I have around my way to set something up, you know. But it just so happened to be like that. I didn't intend for it to be Dino versus everybody. I was actually sitting there making the flyer, trying to come up with a name, and I was like, I noticed everybody in the battle does a Dino dude in every battle, so I put them all on the same side of the flyer and just said, fuck it, Dino versus everybody. But I didn't intend for it to be that. But depending how it goes, man, and I'm actually in the talks with some people. It could the follow-up event I'm throwing, it might just may be Dino versus everybody. You know, part 2. So we'll
I
see,
heard
man.
that. I heard that, man. So I see you getting the hosting duties in there, man. But the people want to know when you get back in the ring, man.
Oh, Magni2'd. I got, you already know I'm in the tournament. I don't know if I'm supposed to announce my first opponent yet, but yeah, that, and I'm gonna be on PNR in October too. I'm headed up there, so I'm working. You know, that tournament. They're gonna get to see about 4 battles from that day alone. So I'm working, man.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that, man. So one thing I wanted to ask you, man, because a lot of times when I see a lot of battle rappers out here, man, they do good in their battles, man, but you notice that they don't really be promoting music, or they don't really do music. And you're one of those people in the culture who actually makes good music and actually is good with battling as well, man. Talk about your music, man. How did that come about, and when did you get that started?
I did music my whole life, man. My dad rapped, so like as long as I can remember, I had a microphone. Like I put it like this: my pops, you know what I mean? He, you know, when you play with a little kid, you play a video game. You got your controller plugged in, and they got theirs, but theirs ain't plugged in. You know, and they think they playing with you and stuff. But that's how it was. He had his mic, and mine will be set up next to his and shit. We ride around to a beat like all day. And in we go home, I watch him record the words. The next day it's a song, and we riding around to the same beat with the words from last night, and it's a song today. So, like, I picked that concept up young, like 5 or 6 years old, even though I didn't realize what I was picking up. So the music part has just always been, that's always been my thing. Like, I've always been into that. But lately I've just been, you know, my short-term plan, man, I'm focused on this battle rap shit, man, because, you know, I had an experience a couple months ago. I did a tour audition for Spotify. Atlantic was there, Def Jam was there. They all had representatives there. And I thought I went up there with some dope shit, like some super dope shit. I had some crazy shit on there, like some producers that unsigned dudes shouldn't have beats from. You know what I mean? And they turned me away, man. They turned me away, and which was cool, you know what I'm saying? But the people they picked, they didn't pick them for their music, man. It was just like a weird, you know, a weird type of thing, man. And that kind of, it made me feel like, man, I'm still deniable. My music was still deniable. So I felt like the battle rap scene, I wasn't as deniable. And in fact, I feel undeniable with battle rap. So I felt like I need to put the gas pedal down on battle rap and can go hard at that. You know, while I work on not being deniable in the music field. You know what I mean? But music is like something I'm gonna always do. I really don't care to get famous. You know what I mean? I just like doing my thing.
I heard that, man. So you definitely, you know what I'm saying, I heard some of your music before, man. You definitely got a gift with that, man. And then battle rap, man, as far as some of the young up-and-coming talents, you have one of the better pens. Like, it's not even just a bar or just, okay, it was a creative punchline. You actually have a lot of substance and a lot of layers to your writing. Is that something that you focus on when you're writing rounds?
Yeah, man, but it always depends on the opponent, though, man. Like, if I'm it depends who you go against and when you go against them, who's there when you go against them. You know, like one of my favorite quotes is a Lloyd Banks quote. He said, "It ain't always how you speak your mind, it's how you word it, depending on who you're speaking to and how we heard it." You know what I mean? So it's like all of that plays into it. All plays into it. But the Riot performance, the one you were at, that's probably my favorite content because I wrote that knowing this is what I want to look at myself say on camera. Like I didn't write that like to out. Like there was nothing else really in mind, but like this is what I want my clips and my footage to be saying. And this is how I want to look when I say it. So when you know what I mean. So that time versus Ray May, I wanted to show something as an example. I wanted to show something different. Like we both could rap, but when we weigh up our topics, if we put our topics on a scale, not just our bars, but if we put our subject matter on scale, who's gonna tip the scale, So I do put a lot of thought like that into it. You know what I mean? The replay value is a big thing to me because once the footage drops, man, it lives. You know what I mean? So it's important to me.
No, that's definitely a fact. So I know you were saying you have the Magni2'd, you know what I'm saying, you're the tournament, and then you were talking about PNR. With your battle rap career, because it's still early, I think this is like your first year, is there anybody who has made their way on the hit list? Is there anybody in particular where you like, man, I want to battle this dude, man? Like, that's the goal. Like, is there anybody like that?
Yeah, but not in the sense of a hit list. Like, yeah, like I'm gunning for him, but like, there's a couple names that I would like to battle. You know what I mean? But I'll mention them, but before I mention them, like my disclaimer, I'd like to mention them in a respectful light. I'm not one of them dudes who like feel like I could slander you into battling me or make you look bad into battling me or nothing like that. Now, with the disclaimer said, you know what I mean? I'd like to get it in with. I got like a top 3 right now, man. I'd like Grizz, Smooth, or Geechee. You know what I mean? But this Magni2'd tournament, and this Drix performance, depending on how I have to show them why I say that. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm looking. This Magni2'd, I'm looking to make an impact at Magni2'd. Like, you're gonna want to catch all of this. Like, I'm right. This is gonna be nuts. If you like my subject matter before, bro, trust me. Right, round 1 Magni2'd tournament, I go straight in, no setup, couple bars get going, nothing, straight in on that shit. So it's gonna be dope. I'm trying to make the impact. So when I say a name like a Grizz or a Geechee, it's not like, yeah, I'll give the youngin a shot. It's more like two spitters who respect each other. Like, not that someone has to look down and pull me up, but like, yeah, it's actually a good idea. Because I don't think those guys would lose anything by battling a guy like me. Because I mean, even in a sense, if the consensus says .1, you know what I mean? I don't feel like they take a step back at all. Like a Grizz, he's still gonna elevate. He still has the kind of looks going on. Same with Smooth and a Geechee. Like they don't really lose, even by losing, if that makes sense. At least to me, I would think, because I think the footage would be dope, man. I don't think those dudes are gonna do anything less than be dope too. So
Oh, no, that's a fact. I would definitely like to see that. I think, because I could see the dynamic between you and Grizz and Geechee. I think you and Smooth, that would be very interesting because he's very high energy, you know what I'm saying, brings a lot of different kind of content. And I think you guys could actually, on the content level and the layers of writing, I think that y'all could really go in. Like, that'd be a crazy battle.
Yeah, and I think out of those 3, I think Smooth will be the most likely to happen. Soonest out of those three names. You know what I mean? Just because of, like, he seemed like a down-to-earth type of dude. I be seeing him give a lot of PB battle and a lot of people who are, you know, for lack of a better phrase, under his level, you know, not to throw myself under the bus, but just call it how most people would call it. You know what I'm saying? He seems like the type to do that the most. So I would assume he's most likely to happen, you know, soonest at this point, you know. But even that, it's not even a definite. But yeah.
I heard that. So with battle rap, man, is there anybody who you can say, like, was an influence on you on, like, how you battle, or when you seen a battle you were like, oh man, I got to do this, or was it just something that you kind of stumbled upon?
Nah, at different levels. So at different levels, like I'm from when YouTube only didn't have a lot of videos. You know what I'm saying? Back when the shit was just only a couple rappers, back in the Murder Mook Reed Dollars days. So like the first battle I watched, like outside of real life, you know what I'm saying, was J Mills and Murder Mook. And from there I was just like, this is hard. You know what I mean? I'm like, this shit is hard right now.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope. And the first dude, I'll say the first motherfucker to blow my mind on some battle rap shit was Loaded Lux. Like when he battled Miles, him versus Miles back in the day, the Gray Sweater Lux. That Lux fucked me up.
Great hoodie.
Yeah, Gray Hoodie Lux, you know, he was, that type of shit was going. But really, my battle rap shit started, I'll never forget, man. It was a dude, he was like the most known rapper in high school when I got there. It's my freshman year, you feel me? I tried out for the basketball team. I get cut. You know what I'm saying? And I'm walking back up to the front of the school, and I see, like, the cool dudes, you know what I'm saying, seniors, juniors and shit. Mind you, I'm a freshman and shit, just got cut from tryouts and shit. So I'm headed out front. These dudes is freestyling. They're just rapping about whatever they see. And as I walk by, a nigga raps about me. And he didn't know he picked the right one. I just so happened to be the only young nigga who had raps wrote just on deck for no reason. You feel me? So I ended up spitting back, and it was all history from there. Like a lot, you know, I ended up fucking him up like 4 days in a row. He kept coming back for it, but he was on the freestyle tip. At that point, nobody was respecting writing. Writing battle raps was like a taboo. Like that's, you know, like people don't want to hear written battle raps like that. Like, so if a nigga's freestyling and he's decent, a lot of people would rather give him feel like he won than the nigga who came with hella prepared written. They weren't trying to hear that shit. So, you know, but back then I had so much written that a freestyler was kind of doomed fucking with me. And especially at the high school level, niggas wasn't really rapping all that good. But you know what I'm saying? So that's how it started for me. But these days, Daylight is my biggest influence, man. That dude Daylight's the reason why my third round at the Riot is that kind of third round. You know what I'm saying? Because I used it to say something I wanted to say. I used it to leave an impression on the mind through my footage that someone else wouldn't do. Like someone else wouldn't be comfortable enough to take. Some people would say I took it off. Until you go back and put the content, I feel like it was so witty. It was so heavy, even though it was so light. Like I wanted to say that in that moment, and I also wanted to be able to push the narrative. Like, yeah, I mean, the first two, what's the third matter? The whole thing altogether, the whole presentation, showmanship of it, you know, leaving them something to aim at, so that the next person, you know, think that that's what they're getting and get fucked all the way up. Like I bring you 3 complete rounds and nigga won't know what to do, you know. So Daylight right now, man, I think Daylight is the best rapper that battle raps at this moment. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean, when I get to meet him and chop it up with him and shit, that made him even doper. You know what I mean?
Oh, I heard that. Yeah, Daylight's definitely one of the best rappers in the game, man. It's crazy because when I look at battle rap, man, the better rappers tend to be the top tiers and the dudes who are the legends. They're all really good rappers. You know what I'm saying? It kind of goes together, whereas you see nowadays a lot of people don't really rap. They just kind of battle. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of see it within how their rounds go, how their flow is, cadence, and all those type of things. But definitely when I seen you at the Riot, man, I was looking forward to it. I'm like, man, what are you going to come with to Ray May, man? I was hyping Ray May up, and after the first round, I'm like, okay. I mean, let me just absorb everything this man is saying, because after that first, it was very heavy, like very heavy. I mean, you had the one that stood out to me was when you started talking about that Glock with Ray May. I was like, oh. Don't do him like that.
Yeah. That was one I was sitting on. I wanted to hit him with that one at the perfect time, so it came toward the end of the verse. You know what I'm saying? And then the contrast, the whole Ray Man. See, I played when you watch the footage, I'm gonna love that footage because it's a chess game completely from my point of view. Because if you know Ray Man, you know he comes out with the Dear Lord. You know what I mean? He's in the face-off phone conversation. I was saying, like, I know you're coming to do the fast break. You know what I'm saying? I ain't coming to battle your battle. I'm coming to battle, and you're gonna have to play on my game pace. I'm not coming to run the fast break battle with you. So when I was saying stuff like that, what I was meaning was like it's all a chess move. Like when he said "Dear Lord," that moment I knew all my material was gonna hit because all 3 rounds were based on "Dear Lord." You know what I'm saying? So like, and then even how he starts "Dear Lord," he start with "Dear Lord," I start with Ramadan Kareem to all my niggas that starving. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing is just like a chess game. Like when you really look at it, you know. And then I knew he would come, shoot me 100 ways, and it's not. Much love to Ray, man. This isn't a critique or criticism. I'm more recalling the battle. That's a disclaimer. But the whole thing, I just felt like I knew what he was coming to do, and I also felt like he did what I knew he was coming to do. Like when I know you're gonna shoot me 100 times in a verse and do all that, so it's like I take the other route. At one point I told him like I'd rather build than destroy you. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling him, holy are you, if only you knew, kid. The false idols play the same role that the noose did. Like it's a whole different. So like a guy standing in front of you trying to bite your head off, he's trying to bite your head off, and I'm just kind of parrying, making it look like it's just, I felt like, and Kate, like what Kate Phil told me after I made it, like what he told me he appreciated, and I took this compliment to heart, He said he likes how I didn't have to get louder or more aggressive to outperform him. You know what I mean? And that's something that I try to focus on, Not playing other people's tape, making them play mine,
No, that's a fact, man. That's crazy, man, that at this point where you like 3 battles in, man, that you to have the awareness to put that into your material. And to be able to strategize like that. A lot of people just come in and it's just bar. There's no, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm just going to show that I can spit bars. And it's like, to me, anybody can spit bars. Anybody can have some cool bars. But
right. And at
the
this
layers,
level we're
the
at,
substance, and things of that nature, it's like
level,
it hits more.
Yeah, and for the level we're at, for people trying to reach the next level, at this level, it's like everyone can rap. Even if at the basic level, rhyming, everyone can rap, whether it's good or bad. We all can rap. It turns into what else do you do? So that played into my Riot verse a lot, too, because me knowing that the Riot, to me, I'm looking at them like one of the more prestigious lower level league. I don't say lower level in sense of disrespect, but I mean I'll say grassroots level league. They're more of the higher level grassroots level league in my eyes. So knowing that I had to perform in front of some people who hadn't seen me perform, I wanted them to see. Some people might say, all right, Ray May took the third clear. But the writers in the room will be like, nah, you got to re-listen. As a writer, I think God might have got that third, and that's what I was aiming at, because I wanted them to see, like, a lot of people don't have the confidence to do anything but rap for dear life. Like, they show up for dear life. If at any moment they stop being aggressive, stop barking, that it's going to take away from their performance. I wanted to show the control in the moment that, look, I'm confident enough that this is enough. And I'm confident enough that this, me fucking off right here, is also enough. And it's entertaining enough for you guys to accept it. But it's still good. I want to show that control in that moment, the confidence in that moment that I know people don't show because they're too busy trying to outperform themselves. You know what I mean? They miss the performance element. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's I wanted to show that separation from a lot of these young guys. A lot of the rookies and stuff, they talk about, I'll beat you, I'll do this, I'll do that. But I mean, I don't bring all my guns to one battle, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be different.
Yeah.
What I brought for Vice wasn't what I brought for Ray May, and what I brought for Ray May ain't what I'm bringing to the tournament. So it's like, just to have the confidence in myself to know what I can do. That's what I wanted them to see. Like when I say, yo, this ain't a good matchup, and no one understands why I'm saying that, then I come show why it's not a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? And I say that with respect to Ray May.
Nah, definitely, man. That's now you breaking down your third and how you were like going about it. Now I'm starting to, you know what I'm saying, go back and rethink. Because how I called the third, I was like, man, he kind of took it off. But now I'm starting to think of what you're saying with the content. And I'm like, that's going to look crazier on camera. Because in the building, the energy was just kind of different. But on camera, you know what I'm saying, you're not getting all that in the building energy and all that. You just have a chance to kind of just take the layers in, you know what I'm saying, just listen to it layers to layers. So I definitely can't wait for that battle to drop, man. I think that's going to be I think it'll be a good look for both of you because I feel like y'all both showed something that prior to that battle y'all hadn't shown. Ray May never got punched in his mouth before. He ain't never bled before in a battle. So that was the first time he had to come back, you know what I'm saying, after being almost like a body in the first. You know what I mean? And like have to really fight back and like show something. And then with you, I feel like the layers of writing, man. Like I'm serious, bro. I'm a dude who loves penmanship. Like I like punches and all that, but I like pen. The pen game, that's what I like. So when I'm hearing layers and content and substance, man, I tend to gravitate to that, man. And when I heard that shit at the riot, I was like, listen, man, listen, man, this is different right here, man. Like. And then when I was like listening to your tracks, your music, it's the same thing. It's like layers and substance, and I'm like, okay, this brother thinks in a different type of light than what most battle rappers do, and I love that, man, because it's refreshing to see when you have somebody different who could just actually come out here and deliver content that's actually gonna make you think versus just make you cheer. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely salute you for that.
And you know, one of the things I tell people, and this is what I learned, what I got from Daylight, you know what I'm saying? It's not how he explained it, but this basically the concept I picked up. You know what I mean? It's no winner or loser. You know what I'm saying? It's not possible to lose a battle because, and with that concept, you're going building off of that, like you just said with Ray May, you think that'll still be a good look for Ray May, and I was like, absolutely, because it's like Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? I was just telling Brett this at PLK. It's like Ramsey. We're watching Ramsey, and you know he's doing the whole goofy thing, and he's doing a lot of presentation and a lot of fuckery. He's a really entertaining, funny guy to watch. And Ramsey is like, Brett was like, look at this dude. He's tripping, he's wilding, and he's like, who you think is winning? I'm like, I think I got him winning because if that's what he rehearsed. If that's what he rehearsed, that's what he wrote, if he gets it out exactly how he wanted it to get out, if he likes his footage, where's the loss in it for him? If I spit my best and I'm completely happy with my footage and so is Ray May, where's the actual loss other than in the smallest level of debating and discussing and opinion? That's the lowest level. That's the lowest level. It's because that's unsettleable. You can't settle that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can pick 3 people to judge, and I guarantee we can pick 3 other people who would think different. So it's not about showing up to win a battle. It's about showing up to perform and impress and move up, make that impact, shake the room, do what you do, be comfortable with your performance, your footage, your content, and you can't lose. Because even if a nigga told you lose, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't feel it. You'd be like, how did I lose what? I lost what? Like me personally, I don't mind anyone saying nothing. I loved all 3 of my riot footage rounds I got so far, and I'm happy with them. I can't wait for them to drop. So it's like, even if a nigga said I lost a third, it's like, that's my favorite round. Look at me. Like, that shit, look at me taking it. It looks like I'm taking it half serious, but I'm dead ass. I'm taking it serious. It's just the entertainment part, man. It's for the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could bring it back unlimited times. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part I learned from Daylight. Like, maybe he goes about getting attention a way I wouldn't, or a way that's different from me, but he has an A and a B, and he reaches the B however he reached it, and that's the part you got to respect. And the question is, what is your B? And he told me, like, a lot of the time he gets booked, it's based on what if. They book a lot of Daylight on what if. Like, I told him, I said, I think you could beat any nigga you choose to beat. The question is if you choose to beat him. Are you getting Daylight who feels like rapping? You know what I'm saying? And if you get Daylight who feels like rapping, it's a fucking rap. But if you get Daylight who feels like performing, then you got Daylight who feels like performing. But what loss did he take? What loss did he take? Like, even if my battle does nothing but get a narrative going that Ray May got me 2-1 clear, I got the narrative going. I got the comments going. I'm getting that B. I'm getting to that B. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't book you because you can rap, we can all rap. You don't get paid to battle because you can rap good. It's who you are. What do you got that makes us want to pay you to be here? You know what I'm saying? And trying to get me knowing I'm trying to get that established in the near future. To where it's like I don't have to ask for money. It's not about pay my fee. It's like, yo, we want that, and we feel like we should pay Dot the same way you would feel about a Daylight. You know what I'm saying? You just got to build toward that however way you can for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And just know, and while doing that, it ain't no winner or loss, man. You can't lose in something that's all opinions. You know what I'm saying? You got to, if you're comfortable, then you did your thing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like your footage, if you stumbled, feel like you could have been better, things like that, that's where your loss comes in. But to a man who's 100% happy with his performance and his footage, I don't see how he took a loss. You know what I'm saying? Come in to rap for dear life and get a technical win. They want people to say it. I don't care what people say. I just want them to be impacted by it. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. It's mad refreshing to hear somebody that has that mindset, because that's how I be feeling with battle rap, man. And this is why I say I like people with pen and people who can really, paint pictures and give you something more, because I feel like battle rap, man, it's something that could take you wherever you want to go with it. But at the same time, it's your brand. You know what I'm saying? And do you want your brand to just be, I could gun bar somebody for 3 rounds. I could just, you know what I'm saying, talk about fucking your girl for 3 rounds. Or do I want to put something else out there that can make the listener think and make them actually start creating different dialogues from watching the battle? Like, that's dope as shit to me, man. I definitely salute you for that, bro. That's fire.
Right, and do you have the confidence to be potentially called the loser of the battle in order to say the shit you actually want to say instead of I call it autopilot rapping, where you're just straight to multi-syllable punch. But are you saying stuff you want to see yourself say? Are you saying what you want to say right now? If you're not, then I think your bars are light, because you're not saying what it really is you know you want to say. Just rapping, Yeah, man.
Nah, that's a fact, man. My first battle was like that. I had something in my 3rd round of my very first battle, and I knew, I'm like, man, math-wise, if you take it down to just a basic level, I'm going to lose the round because I'm not attacking my opponent. But for me personally, it was like, this message has to get pushed. I got to push this narrative because it's that important to me that later on down the line, I need people to know this about me. You know what I'm saying? Or just this in general. And so, I definitely agree with you, man. This is why I salute people like you, man. That's why I rock with you heavy, bro, because it's like, it's different ways of thinking and different styles and content and just a different mindset, man, that battle rap it don't have a lot of people like that. You know what I'm saying? And so when you get people like yourself who think like that, man, it's definitely refreshing, bro. I definitely got to give you a lot of love for that, man, and salute you for that. That's fire for real.
Man, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, for real. I appreciate you pulling up to the Magni2'd tournament.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely in the building for Magni2'd, man. Magni2'd 1 was it was definitely an impactful event, and it's a different feel at Magni2'd. I will say that, man. It's gonna be so many people. You have all the leagues coming together, and it's like that one event where, okay, we was over here, talking this shit all through the year about who's better than who, what league is what. Now here's your chance to go ahead and get them bragging rights. Now is your chance to go ahead and put on for this league you've been talking about. So it's a great event, man. I'm definitely looking forward to see, the rounds and everything, man. When I heard you was in the tournament, I was like, man, Dot in the tournament, man, Dot deserve a look, man. Give me somebody who fire. They was like, nah, bro, you wildin', bro. He about to get in the tournament and go crazy. I'm like, he gonna go crazy in the tournament, but he need a look. Fuck all that.
Yeah,
Said Dot versus Great Hoodie Lux right now, man. Fuck it.
Hey, but you know how it went, though, man, how the conversation went. TBG reached out to me. He told me he needed a extra Magni2'd spot because he was really going to told him not to. I guess he changed his mind. So he reached out to me. I had no clue, actually. I've heard the name Magni2'd. I've heard about it, people talking about it, but I wasn't in the battle scene at that time last year, when Magni2'd was going on. So it wasn't much that I knew. I didn't know much about Magni2'd. So, hold up, is my phone turned off? Hello?
Yeah, you so good.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know much about Magni2'd, so I asked him what was basically how did it work? I've been hearing about it, but I don't know really anything about it. And he explained to me, and I was like, yo, all right, cool. Well, that'll work to me in the tournament, because I figured if I want to make an impact at a place like Magni2'd, I can go up there, battle one person, you know what I'm saying, do a cool thing, or I can get like 4 drops from the day, you know what I'm saying, one of them being spot if I get that far, you know what I'm saying. So I'm looking at it more like instead of showing up to Magni2'd leaving with 1 battle, I can show up to Magni2'd leave with 4, you know what I'm saying, and 4 new drops, you know what I'm saying, and actually have an impact. Like, yeah, people are going to talk about the guy who won this battle, won that battle, but when Dot mathematically performed the most at Magni2'd, like I performed 4 times, you know what I'm saying, like not just 1 guy or 2 guys, like I got 4 different drops from Magni2'd. That's what I was aiming at, trying to get the most out of the day, you know what I'm saying. So I show up, all the leagues are there, everybody's coming from everywhere, and they all get to see me 4 times, you know what I mean. That's why I took the tournament, as opposed to just a 1 good look. I wanted 4 good looks, you know what I'm saying.
I heard that, man. Talk that shit. Y'all hearing it here live. Y'all hear it here live. He going for 4 drops. All y'all talking about who gonna win what. He said 4 drops. He's very specific. Yeah, I'm saying. So y'all better come in there with some fire. Because if it ain't fire, getting your dumb ass smoked, as Beast Gatlin says, man.
Yeah, shout out to Beast, man. That's my guy.
Facts, man. So what's upcoming? I know we've been talking all this battle rap stuff, man. Do you have any projects with music or anything else coming out, man, that you're working on?
Right now, man. Right now, I'm not. I'm more focused on the battle rap thing right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just where my energy's been ever since I did that. I was about to get on that tour and stuff. It just kind of pushed my energy away from music for the moment. You know, I just felt too deniable, man. Like my music is, aside from it being good, you know what I mean? I just mean as far as it being deniable. I'm tired of putting out good quality shit that has value and just not being appreciated. So I'm kind of falling back so I could build my own brand, the Dot Everything brand, you know, do it the way that I'm undeniable right now, which is battle rap. I'm doing my thing. People are recognizing me for it. You know, I'm going up in the ranks pretty fast, relatively fast compared to other people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm more focused on this right now. I'm mixing a lot of music and stuff from different artists I know, different people I know. I mix for people, and I produce here and there and stuff. But as far as the rapping project, I had one this year, man, but I put it on hold basically. You know what I'm saying? To take this battle stuff a little more serious, because I feel like if I give this my 100 for like the rest of this year, man, by next year they're gonna have to mention me with certain names. You know, like it's not gonna be about Dot and the rookie talk and the sophomore talk. It's gonna be like, yo, we gotta leave Dot out of that conversation. Like he's like the one who's like made it past that. So I'm just trying to build my brand, man, get my name up and stuff like that. So when I do get to dropping my music and doing my stuff, man, it gets a bigger response, So to answer your question, I ain't been working on no music for the past couple months. You know what I mean? I've been more so just focused on this battle stuff,
Okay, I heard that. Well, shit, man. First and foremost, man, let me just say I appreciate you taking the time, bro, and chopping it up with us, man, and just giving good dialogue, man. It's refreshing, man, because this is what I came into battle rap to do, man, and I kind of got away from it. But this interview right here, man, this is gold right here, man, for real. I appreciate you taking the time and calling up. These next few minutes, man, I'm gonna let it be all you, man. Go ahead and do any plugs, shout outs, anything else you want to say before we get up out of here.
Yeah, really, I want to know when's your next battle, man, or what music you got coming up. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I want to know.
I'm going to be honest, man. I did music back in 2008. It was like it's about 8 months, but in them 8 months, I ended on an extremely high note. I put a diss track together for some dude from out here who I thought was sounding like Mac Dre, RIP to Mac Dre, but made a little diss track, and it got a lot of waves, but at that time, I'm like, man, my heart was in battle rap. Rap was always, okay, I love rap, I love hip-hop, but battle rap it's always been my first love, so it's like, now I want to get more into the battle rap and start putting together events and stuff like that. So I got a couple songs that I could put out there, man. I might have to do a little flashback Friday or something and drop a track, let people hear it. But as far as the battles, man, I think media bars is being ducked right now, man. I don't think they want to see the media out here, man.
I feel that. It's interesting that you say that, though, Ben, because me personally, the battle rap thing right now, the reason why I feel like at this point in time, right at this moment, I feel like the thing I fell in love with about hip hop, man, is like it's most prevalent in battle rap right now. You know what I'm saying? It's giving me that energy of what I love in hip hop, like what I fell in love with, what I always liked doing. You know, the competition, just the raw sport of it. Like, you know, you take a beat off and the dude actually has to say something. You know, like he actually has to be the flow. His voice is the instrument. You know, so the battle scene for me and the whole battle rap thing is like the closest I feel to hip hop, to the kind of hip hop I fell in love with. You know what I mean? At this point, so that's really what I've been. You know. That's why I love the whole battle rap.
I feel, man, battle rap was always like freestyle ciphers. That was always my thing, man. Just hearing people just go and spit. Like I never really was. You know what I'm saying? One, like, you know what I'm saying? If it's music, I can listen to it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the older stuff and whatnot. But when it just came down to the gritty shit, just okay, get the circle popping. We gonna cipher. We gonna freestyle. That was always like my first little love right there. So, you know what I'm saying? That's something that. Yes, I always worked with.
I see URL biting your style too. You know what I mean?
Man, the power rankings, man. I seen some of that last year when I first put the power rankings out, and they didn't do it again. And so I seen somebody just sent me a message today and was like, "Man, what's up with this?" And I'm like, so you trying to copy respect? Oh, okay, URL. I see y'all, man. It's all good. Shout out to URL.
So I got a question about the scoring system for the power rankings. So because I always check out the list. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of small movements up and down. You know, I see people going up and down. Cali Smooth been holding it down religiously for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So my question is this: what is the biggest difference maker as far as stats? So for a dude whose name is on the bottom of the list or not on the list, what stat gets him up numbers the easiest? Like, is it his opponents? Is it his platforms? Is it his number of battles, his number of views? Which one gives the most impact as far as your list? Like, if I wanted to go up, you know, which how does that work? You know what I'm saying? Because I need to be on that ranking, but I need to make it though. I don't want to be put on there. I want to make it. You know what I mean?
No, that's a fact. I'm going to be honest. When I look at how I scored the points and whatnot, it's the quality of opponent, because most people, you know what I'm saying, it's a chance you could make it to a PG. It's a chance you could make it to King of the Dot or maybe RBE or something. But most of the time people either stay, at least in the West, I've noticed, a lot of people are content staying in the West, battling on grassroots leagues, which there's nothing wrong with that. But it's the caliber of your opponent that normally holds a lot of people back, because they're taking people who, you know, they solid, but they could have got a better look. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to battle somebody who, okay, they've been battling for 2 or 3 years, they're serviceable, they cool, you know, they're going to bring 3 solid rounds. Or do you want to invest in yourself or get your league to invest in you to go and get you somebody who's been on the main stage, somebody who's been proven? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a different level of quality. So a lot of it, man, is just your opponents, because if you're battling here in the West, you're going to get like 10 points per little West league. But if you're battling somebody like Geechee, you're getting 250 points just for battling him. Now, a dude like Cali Smooth, he's battled like 7 or 8 dudes this year who have all been main stage. So this is why he's able to battle on West leagues but still be able to maintain a high score. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just about your quality of opponent. But if you are battling on bigger leagues, your point totals go up as well. You know, battling outside of the West helps you too.
I'm glad you brought that up, because another thing Daylight told me, he made sure to tell me in that conversation, was, notice that he only has battled once on URL, and it was against Mike P. You know, and a lot of people, and that says a lot to the guys like us who are watching, and, you know, the other guys who are trying to move up and feel like, what do I got to do to make it to the next level? Or I'm trying to make it to the next level. I need a PG, or I need to do this or that. You know, think about it. Daylight's only battled on URL once. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the bigger names on the West. You know what I'm saying? So just knowing that, you know, a lot of people, you know, they reach for the, like I think they stay in that same spot, or I've heard people say chase their tails, you know, as far as battle rap goes, you know, so staying in the same spot for a couple of years. I think a lot of it has to do on what perspective they're looking at these battles. Like, these are guys, these are most likely going to be guys who feel like there's a winner and loser. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably going to be the guys arguing about wins and losses too. So it's like, that aren't thinking of the big picture, performance. So, yeah, man, I always think about that. You know what I'm saying? Just about stretching out, touching different leagues, traveling here and there, because it's not all about URL. You know what I'm saying? We'd all like to get there, have smack talking shit in our battle and all of that, but, you can do it without it. You know what I'm saying? But your talent got to lead the way,
Fact.
But, yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I created the power rankings, is because I know a lot of people like, oh, man, it's just points. And trust me, at the end of the year, it'll make sense. You know what I'm saying? You'll see what it turned into. But I just, like, when you look at it, you see, okay, this is this person's name. This is his views, average views per, his opponent, the league. You know what I'm saying? All those different factors, right? How many battles he's had this year. I want people, when they look at that list, I want you, when you look at your name, I want you to see what your work is. A lot of people, they tend to get in this mode where if they have a good performance, they think it trumps, or people are just going to forget the other 5 or 6 battles they had before that where they really wasn't that good, or they just kind of took it for a payday, or they just didn't really care. And it's like, nah, I want you to take pride in your work. This is what you chose to do. You signed up for this. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to look at what your resume is, and I want you to be able to feel comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not comfortable with it, do something about it. So I just kind of wanted to make it more visual for people. Like, man, I'll take the time out of my days and whatnot to make sure I make this and just show y'all what it is. If you want to get on here, start getting better battles, start getting better opponents. You know what I'm saying? If your league owner comes to you with something, hey, man, is that the best y'all can do? Okay, if that's the best you can do, I might be cool just sitting out. You know what I'm saying? You got to push a line. Some people just accept the battles that come to them, and it's like, nah, you don't need to accept it, man. You're in control of your own career. This is your brand. Don't just let people give you what they want to give you. You know what I'm saying? Demand better.
You said that. I'm glad you said that, because in the beginning of the show you mentioned Dino versus everybody, and you mentioned me hosting it, and you probably had a similar question. Like, a lot of people around me who asked me, like, yo, so why are you not battling on it? Like, a lot of people who, when I post a flyer and they know I set the event up, they got the whole thing there. They want to say, all right, but we want to see you, and this first Dino versus everybody, it's not about me. For a reason, you know what I'm saying? It's literally because I actually did genuinely want to just have an event in the Dino, because I've never been to a battle event in the Dino. I know there's been some before. I know A-Hat's had some, but I've never been to one. I ain't been to one recently, and I never, I ain't seen it done the way I'd like to see it, So I set it up, you know what I'm saying? Got the guys who will fuck with me, who I fuck with them. It's going to be a good look, depending on how everybody performs. Everybody have good, great footage, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to do my part. But the point is, I do that. I set this Dino versus everybody. I hit Magni2'd. I fuck Magni2'd up. I fuck up PNR in October. And then I have my second event. Now, this time I make it about me. Now I'm the headline. Now I've dropped the bread to get a headline, a name that, and the reason why, being with your last point, bro, because if I leave it up to these leagues or leave it up to anybody else, I won't be getting a battle with someone I feel like I want to battle until like next summer, if I leave it up to them to decide when I'm on the level or when I'm ready to, or when they feel like seeing it. So what I got to do is get my own shit in motion. I'm not really intending to make a league. I'm trying to set it up to where, yeah, if I want to get a look, I'm going to get it. I book it myself. And that's what the chess move of Dino versus everybody is. You know what I'm saying? Because the follow-up is going to be, that's why the first one ain't about me. I ain't making no money. I'm spending money to make sure these guys get good footage. And a lot of guys, not a lot, a couple of the guys are mad at me, like, why I'm so low on the flyer, or why, why you got me this matchup and stuff like that. And it's like, bro, if you show up, you perform, you get good footage, man. How am I hating on you at all? If I'm paying for you to get the look, you showing up, all you got to do is show up and work. I'm paying for your footage to get done. And get handled professionally, giving you the look out of, if I didn't like you at all, if I felt any way about you, why on earth would I invest my money into your footage? So, and so it's that kind of thing, but like he said, man, if I leave it up to these dudes, man, if I leave it up to them, I won't be getting the kind of looks I want till next year, man. So I'm working on it, like. You know what I mean? If I want to, when I say these names that I want to battle, you know, it's liable to happen how I want it to happen, and I'll be in control of the footage. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be at my event. I'll be getting the door money, you know, and stuff like that. But so yeah, then that's just to add on to your point, man. You can't let people be in charge of your destiny of what you're trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a fact, man. And that's something that for me, man, I know a lot of people they may like it, you know, power rankings, they may dislike it, they may like a vlog I do, they may not, you know, saying a recap or whatever, but how I am, man, and how I always came up was you don't get value, you don't get a value or you don't get credibility based on how much you talk. You get it based on your work. You know what I'm saying? And so for me it's like, okay, people may not like it, they may like it, but what you can't say is Nico ain't putting in work for the West and doing something tangible that is creating a foundation where in the future it's going to, you know what I'm saying, help the West progress. And so for me, that's how I look at it. That's why I started battling. I'm like, man, look, I can't just be a media dude or a blogger talking about y'all battles and never get in the ring. I got to see what it's like to get in there. I got to see what it's like to create rounds and try and come up with some dope content and come up with some substance or something. I got to see what that's like and sharpen my pen so I can be credible. I may never be on the level of Lux or Mook or Daylight or somebody, but at the very least, you're going to see me actually working and doing the same things that I critique y'all for. Because in my opinion, I feel like it's a little more respectable to see somebody who's critiquing you actually doing what you're doing. It don't even got to be the same level as you, but at least they doing it. At least they're actively trying to put the work in. So that's what I'm trying to make the West, like, hold everybody accountable to is just work, man. Everything that you do is work, and there's different qualities of work. The power ranking does not have a respect factor to it. You know what I'm saying? Geechee may be number 3. We may say Geechee's number 1. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might see Fixway at like 20-something. They're like, nah, Fix is top 10. That's where your respect factor and the work you put in these battle rap streets comes in. Now this is where your name comes up. You know what I'm saying? This is what your numbers say, okay, but now what's the impression you're leaving with people? You know what I'm saying? Like, your name's not on the list, but when Dot Everything name come up, oh, that's a respectable name right there. Oh, no, that's somebody we want on this card. That's somebody you got to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it all as work, man, and just want everybody to go ahead and keep putting it in.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, I respect that. Hey, So if you gave me a matchup, let's say you had an event going on August 5th, who would you match Dot Everything up with from the West?
Dot Everything. Right now, there's actually a few names I would actually like to see you get in the ring.
I'm going to come back and ask you. I plan on coming back on your show and asking you after Magni2'd, and I want to see the answer then, you know, because I'm writing my Magni2'd material now. So, you know, so the when you say right now, I mean, yeah, because it's, you know, so then we'll have we'll be able to have a narrative to talk about, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't going to lie, right now, I would like you said, Cali Smooth, that was a name that was already on my list for you. YD, I think just on a rapping level, I think on a level of content, I think that would be dope. I wouldn't even mind seeing you, and I know a lot of people would start wilding, but somebody like a Shy Dog, I feel like one of the vets who gives you a different kind of content and actually raps and can actually put something out there that's different than just your typical bars. You know what I'm saying? When I heard your rounds for Ray May, a lot of the battles I said, okay, I would want to see him versus this dude or this dude. They went out the window because the content was so different and so refreshing. I'm like, nah, you got to put him versus somebody who's doing the same type of thing. A Ron Compton, I wouldn't mind seeing you battle Ron Compton.
Yeah.
A few people out here, I definitely would not mind seeing you battle, but if I had to just pick one name for that event.
If I let a cat out of the bag, that's one of the names on the top of the list for after Magni2'd to headline my next event is Ron Compton. So
I ain't gonna lie. It would have been Ron or it would have been Smooth for this event. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, because I feel like at the very least anybody could say, "Oh, he ain't did enough." It's like, nah, bro. If you ain't gotta have 50 battles to do enough, man, sometimes you see it in the first and second battle. Sometimes somebody will catch fire their first battle. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that many battles to go ahead and show real work. So I definitely would put you in that ring versus Ron or Smooth.
Yeah, what you think about a Dot Everything versus L.I. the Mayor matchup?
That'd be dope. I think that's
I'm gonna tell you why.
It'll bring out a different element. I believe, in your pen, because I don't think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you've battled somebody who brings the kind of content and feel, the presence that he brings. And I think it would bring something else out of your pen to be able to talk to him in a different way that most people would not think to talk to him like. So I definitely would. I would fuck with that. That's a dope look.
Because I saw Brett say he like that wouldn't be a good matchup. Now the reason I mention it is because if you recall, at the Magni2'd battle, Li was there. You know what I mean? And I had never met Li. I couldn't put his name to his face. You know what I mean? So and that's genuine. That's not like a disrespect. So like so after the battle, I'm leaving. Me and my boys, we leaving. We about to go down the stairs that go to the front door. And a dude sitting right there with a blue shirt, black hat, one say Compton, one say Mafia, and he go, yeah, that was dope. We might have to line one up. I was like, okay. I was like, who? What's your name, bro? He was like, I'm Li the Mayor. I was like, okay, yeah, we could do it, but I don't bring every gun to one battle. He's like, you better bring the deuce, the shotgun. So long story short, it was crazy to me that Brett said that wouldn't be a good matchup when after the Magni2'd battle, Li actually told me himself, our first conversation was, we might got to set it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I ask you, what do you think about that matchup? You know what I'm saying? I think I'd take it. I definitely take it. You know what I mean? So, but,
I think it's a fire matchup, man. I think a lot of people, bro, I'm going to be honest, they like, and you said this earlier, people only look at the first layer of battle rap. Bars, your style, how good of a rapper you are. They don't look past the first layer. And I'm not saying Brett don't, because I've had conversations with Brett where he has, actually said some shit where it's all okay, he looks past the first layer. But a lot of people, they just look at it as face value, like, oh, Li the Mayor, he going to have a whole bunch of street shit and back-to-back punches, and you over here with your pen, I don't want to see that. Like, people don't actually take the time to think about it. Like, nah, that's a dope matchup right there, because they both can bring a certain substance that most of these battle rappers cannot bring and cannot talk about. And it creates dialogue that's fire.
The dynamic that I enjoy out of it is that for someone, because it'll be a lot of people who will say the same thing Brett will say, and for a real reason too. Like the same reason Brett felt like that wasn't a good matchup, there's probably 10 other people that'll feel the same way, but the thing to me that I love about it is, what is Li asked for it? Then it's like, it's not about what you think, bro. He asked for it, so like, that's the part I love.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's just something I wanted to talk about. I saw he was talking on one of your live streams, so that was something that I wanted to talk about. Shout out to Brett. I fuck with Brett.
Oh no, definitely, man. I could see a lot of good battles for you, but I think just with the content and everything at this point, because Magni2'd ain't happened yet, but at this point, I would say the top two would be Ron Compton, Cali Smooth, and if I had to add a third, I would probably say somebody like YD. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely feel like even that after Magni2'd, that could change. We could be on here like, man, fuck it, man. Where Verb at, man? Where Beat Out at, man? You know what I'm saying? Shit could change.
Hey. That's what I'm saying. I'm a modest, humble nigga though, but I'm telling you, Nico, when you hear the Magni2'd shit, just remember I was being wrote at that moment when we said right now on the phone. This is at Magni2'd a couple months from now. You're gonna be hearing shit from now, being like this moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be I'm a man. That's what I love. That's what I love about battle rap, man. That's what it still give me that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like. And that's why I say, like, that's the closest I get to that feeling I fell in love with the battle rap shit. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's coming to do their thing, man. Everybody's coming. You just gotta go. And either it works for you or it don't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go. And that's the part I love,
No, I heard that. But, man, once again, man, I appreciate you for, calling up and chopping it up with us and whatnot, man. And I can't wait to see you at Magni2'd. Shout out to your event, August 5th, Dino versus everybody. We're gonna try and see if the media can get up in there. I don't know. I don't know if the media can, but if I can, we're going to try and get up in that thing, man. And definitely if you need any face-offs or any promo for it, anything like that, man, you already know, man, my show's available. Yeah, I'm saying, to go ahead and put all that together, man. Definitely want to commend you for your work out here. And, shout out to you for putting your first battle rap event together, man.
I appreciate that, man. Many more to come. We might got to get you to host the next one, actually, now that I think about it. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about that. But, yeah, man, anytime, man, I'm always listening.